Goddess Tarot. So today I'm doing a general life condition reading, pretty much. Um, Few things. I am not in control of the music that's playing. That is outside. I don't own no copyrights. Okay. Um, Another thing is thank you for the like, share, and subscribes. Thank you for watching, the views, all of that stuff. Um, But before we get started with the questions and stuff like that, I'm going to cleanse the energy, the space. So if you have headphones in, I want to turn them down. Okay. And another thing, right? That's what that brief pause because I forgot. Take the parts that resonate with you and leave the parts that do not. Everything I say might not be your story, but some parts might be your story, or it used to be your story and stuff like that. Or even though this is life, like your life is not just your past or like what's happening right now. You do have a future, um, and if something that I'm saying you don't want that to be a part of your future, I might be also giving advice to help you avoid that. So you might want to take that into consideration. But like I said, take the parts that resonate with you, leave the rest. Okay, might not be your story, might be your story. It's alright. It's okay. We all make mistakes, have some trials and tribulations. It's cool. Sometimes, it's like falling down the stairs. It's like some people fall down the stairs like one time and they're fine. Some people fall down the stairs multiple times. They're still fine. They just have to be more careful around stairs and stuff like that. Um, Sometimes, gravity is not everybody's friend. Okay? And you just gotta work with it. Find your balance. Okay? But the questions we have here is who are you right now? How do people and your environment affect you? How your inner guidance is affecting you? Something you value or believe in? What are you thinking about? What are you feeling? The situation you're in right now. A short term, like, hold on. A short term, like, outcome, short term, uh, which if you're doing something right now, like the immediate, like, short term like effect, like what will happen. And then we have a long term outcome. Then we have the key factors. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the three first questions, which is who are you right now? How is people and your environment affecting you? And how is your inner guidance affecting you? Okay, so I'm starting off with the when I'm leaning on certainty deck. So this is what you're aware of. You're certain, right? You already know about. I am the loving energy of the universe, and I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow, and my happiness is a direct reflection of the level of faith I put into the universe. So that all three of that came out together. So that could be like what you certain of like right now for sure, like for a fact. Like the amount of faith and effort that you put in is like something will come out of it. It will grow, and especially if it's in the matter of love and grounded in love or rooted in love, it will definitely grow and it will definitely have a reward out of it. Right, now we have Through prayers and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Then we have the universe work fast when you having fun. True healings occur when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live beyond. Well, excuse me. Whatever feelings live below the triggers. Then we have, in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards the right-minded thinking, the right-minded thinking and the energy of love. We have, I create a mindful moment throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and a miracle are natural. Miracles are natural. And we have, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Oh, another thing. But the song I'm humming is not the song I'll be playing outside. I'm still listening to the music. I just have both headphones in. Well, normally I would have one headphones. Now I got both headphones in. You're not going to throw me off. Yeah, when I focus on my inner light, I see the universe through. Excuse me. I'm going to start that over. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. We have, I am a dreamer of my dreams. We have, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. But the dreams and the prayers and the manifestation, and you already know about the energy and stuff like that, the things that you have to put into it, the effort that you have to put into it, the faith, the trust, the loyalty, right, making sure that you have good intentions behind it, knowing that you have to heal and look at yourself and reflect on yourself with the looking and focus, like looking at the triggers and looking at the feelings that lie below certain triggers and why you feeling certain things. And realizing that you have love to give, but you also deserve love as well. Then we have instincts. And we have miracles. Funny enough, we have miracles are natural. Then we have enlightenment. Wisdom. Soulmate. Impatient. Expansion. So I was gonna say something, but okay, I'm still gonna say it. But hold on. And we have acceptance, prayer, perfection, and discovery. Okay, what I was gonna say was like the person, everybody that had a beard, their hands was always touching. Like this guy's hands is like this in enlightenment, and then in wisdom, the guy's hands like this, and then in patience, hand again is like this, but then like over here he's like this. So it's like hands matter. And your hand motions. Oh, with the expansions now it's open. You're open to receiving to the expansion. But where before it wasn't as open with this enlightenment, it wasn't your hands wasn't open or pretty much in a position to receive or to give and stuff like that with this healing. Like you weren't open or even thinking about healing and stuff like that, or looking into why you're feeling a certain way and what's the triggers, right? Discovering those facts. And you just try like with this perfection here and discovery, you just know that you was trying to be perfect or trying to be something that you're not without knowing the real reason why. The why you was so driven and motivated to try to be perfect and stuff like that, rather than realizing that you perfect the way that you are with this prayers and miracles right here, realizing that you are like you want to be perfect, but you're always like you're already the imperfect being that you are, right? And that's the best thing that you're gonna be. You're not there's no like no human that just simply don't make no mistakes. Every human makes mistakes. It's in our nature. It's in our instincts. Is what we do, right? We all fail, come short, and stuff like that. Is what we do. We don't know everything, just like a computer won't know everything either because we program it in the computer. The computer pretty much knows what we know. Now, does it have more ways of accessing more knowledge? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we could program it to a point, and then like, yeah, it might become more smarter than us, but it's just like that's what's its like pretty much what you program it to do. That was its intentions, right? That's what it was made to do. Um, but now with this enlightenment and acceptance, because I started looking at like trust that you're going in the right direction of the universe and it's guiding you. Like I said before with the hands, like you gotta trust that when you're not able to receive or open to receiving, spirit or the universe can do but so much, really. So you have to be open to like accept it, receive it. Like it's like I don't think of hot potato, but it's like imagine like imagine that game. Like I'm supposed to pass it to you, but your hands are closed and not open. Now it's just like I pass it to you, it's gonna fall on the floor. I'm pretty sure you get out at that moment once you drop it, or if you like you have your hands on it, something. Either way, but it's like I pass it to you, and your hands are not open, you're not ready, you're gonna fumble it. Whereas your hand is ready and open to receive it, you're not gonna fumble it. You're gonna have like a secure grasp of it because you was prepared for it, you was ready for it. That's what it's pretty much trying to say with this acceptance and enlightenment. You have to be able to realize when you're not accepted things and when you are accepted things. Even the energy that was about like saying before, that what type of energy that you're putting out there. So with this love and stuff like that, and it's like staying the right minded way of thinking and the energy of love. It's just like there's different forms of love and different ways to go about love with this wisdom and expansion. Um, and it's different kind of love. Like some people love is very destructive, and some people love is just so nice. Okay, nice to be in, very calm and peaceful. Um, but it just all depends on what you're looking for. And with this, I'm the dreamer of my dreams. It's all about what you're looking for. Like, what do you with this soulmate? What your soulmate looks like? And don't just be jumping into relationships or jumping into connections because it was like, oh, you're my soulmate. And it's like you still like you have karmic soulmates, and it's like when you heal and like truly heal all those things, then all those karmic partnerships, all those karmic bonds and stuff that you have will go away. And then it's like, oh, this person is your soulmate, but it's like you won't be all quick to jump in and stuff like that because you learned that some like the soulmates is different. Like you have platonic soulmates, you have romantic soulmates, you have all types of different soulmates. You have some soulmates that's just literally meant to be like a teacher to you, and that's that's fine and that's cool, that's dandy. Rather than just jumping and be like, oh, this person's my soulmate. They must automatically has to love me and be in a relationship with me. It's just like, what if that person is a soulmate, but that's a teacher? And it's just like, nah, that's inappropriate, sway. That's that kind of thing, right? With this wisdom here, like they just here to send you, give you knowledge. They not here to do nothing else, and you trying to make it something that is not. You know, you have to realize that and see that. Not there's different kind of soulmates, and there's different meanings and reasons to have soulmates. And like I said before, you still have those karmic soulmates. So those people that's trying to rush into things, like being impulsive, and you already heal from that. You moving like past that and moving on. That's how you like like, oh, this is a karmic. This is trying to teach me a lesson to make like trying to deter me from me being on the right path and trying to bring me back to a place I once was. And it's like, I'm not trying to go back there. I'm trying to move on and move forward and get to this land, the dream that I'm manifesting or grow. So I'm just gonna, you know, let it go, cut it out, and continue growing in expansion and accepting help from spirit, the universe, and the divine to discover this self-worth, right, and the things that you felt like you're lacking, for like to continue, because I'm looking at the heart here, like to just continue discovering the things that you felt like you were lacking. You didn't, right? You were just sleeping on yourself, pretty much. All right, so now I'm using the spell deck to pretty much see like how your environment is interacting with you or affecting you. So yeah, let's see. So we have love spell with the song of the sirens. Sirens are not. They're starting off with a bang. Like sirens are not the best of creatures that that they try to tell us. Right? Because it said mermaids and sirens, right, are extremely like like very sexual beings and stuff like that, and they always talk about like sirens or like mermaids charming the person into coming into the water, then they bring them underwater, and then they change into this whole other type of being and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, be careful. You still, until you fully healed, okay? You done turned all the rocks over. You're not hiding nothing from yourself. You know you healed and you saw the other side, and you was just like, I'm stronger than I thought I was. Like, I'm really not lacking anything. Like, I'm good. I'm okay by myself. I'm fine by myself. Like, I see that with this perfection here, like, I see that I could have done some things better, right? But I did the best that I could with the information that I knew at that time. And I can't beat myself up or harbor any regret or guilt or shame or stuff like that, because like it's like now that I know better, I am gonna do better. And that's what I'm doing. So it's like, yeah, it was a point in time where I didn't know the information that I didn't know, and I did something stupid. But it was like, since I learned from that and learned from my mistakes, and like grew and understand what I did was wrong and messed up and stuff like that, you're no longer going to go back and do that same thing that you did in the beginning that was stupid, that made you feel so embarrassed that you completely, like, how to say this, remember that episode of SpongeBob, right, where he couldn't like remember how to tie his shoes, right, and right when watching that like episode, you probably forgot yourself, and it's like, that's okay. That's fine. You're not the only one that forgot. Clearly, SpongeBob forgot too. He was tying his shoes forever. And then as soon as it's time to teach somebody else, he forgot how to do it. You watched it, you forgot how to do it as well. And it was like, all right, fine, that's cool. Where somebody else, they watched the episode and they be all fine and dandy, still able to tie their shoes. It's still fine. It doesn't mean that you're lesser than this person. It just simply means that sometimes you might forget some things. Okay, you might forget how to do it for a certain period of time, but that doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it. It's still in you. You still know how to tie your shoes. You still can tie your shoes. It might just got to come back to you for a little bit. Okay, or even when you tie your shoes, it wasn't as good as it was before, right? And it's like, now that you like back to the point where you fully remember how to tie your shoes and you feel more confident and secure, it's really about confidence at the end of the day. It's you're more confident and secure in like how you tying your shoes and stuff like that. So now when the same episode comes on, right, you're like, nah, like, you're not gonna trick me this time, because I'm like, you do this, and you do this and the third, and you're good, right? um right, because when he's like talking about how to blow a bubble, even if you do all that other stuff, you still blow a bubble correctly. It's just like certain things, escape you. And that's fine. That's dandy. Like, there's nothing wrong about that. There's nothing weird about it. There's nothing embarrassing. You're not the only one. There's probably somebody else out there too. It's just not a lot of people talking about it or speaking about it. Then we have a money spell. We have the Ring of Power. So somebody did this. Somebody could have done this for power, right? Trying to say they're your soulmate, trying to rush in. I did say your self-worth, like your self-worth, your self-esteem, stuff like that. It's all tied to your spiritual lessons majority of the time, but also people, like your soulmates, your soul tribe, your twin flame, they help you learn those spiritual lessons. But they don't, unless they're karmic, they do it in a way that's very destructive. Karmic. Destructive. And mostly karmics are like past life situations in the past, and that's really pretty much exist in the present. So you can see how it's destructive. It's creating chaos, which is why it needs to go. So the faster you learn it, the faster you heal from it, the more likely the chaos will leave and be gone. The destruction will be ended, kind of thing, right? You learn to accept yourself and love yourself and like see yourself the way that you need to be seen, and accepting yourself and loving yourself. Then we have Moon Spell with the Flower Moon Spell. And positive change in your life. Oh, and then because with the making a positive change and then there's like impulsive and expansion right next to each other, it's like the tortoise and the hare. Like, you can rush and rush as you like all you want, but that you might make some mistakes. Whereas you going slow and steady, going at your own pace, you're not overlooking anything, right? And you having more time absorbing the knowledge and the information that's being provided to you. Right? Again, like, You expand further than somebody that was just trying to rush. And we have Everyday Spell with Ruby Tuesday. It's like try to jumpstart your life and stuff like that. Wearing, oh, said the reds. Soulmate, accept imperfection and discovery. Like this, because somebody like I just said, like this change and stuff like that, and then we also have this miracle and prayer, and then we also have the prayers and the meditations of ripple effect, stuff like that. Spirit is guiding you, you having fun. So it's you start to realize who's a part of your soul family, who's part of your soul tribe, and who's not, and accepting those, like accepting their help and releasing the people that's not a part of your soul family and your soul tribe. Realizing the spiritual lessons aren't meant to really harm you or break you or any way, shape, or form. Like you might cut out a habit and stuff like that, but it's not breaking you to cut that habit out. Like your spiritual team will go along with you. When you're ready, they're ready. If you're not ready, they're not ready. They're not gonna be like, come on, do it. Like, no, they're not gonna be impulsive and trying to put, like, no, because there's no that they already know that's gonna be more harmful for you and the situation involved, like everybody involved in the situation. So, like, discovering that and realizing that is very important. And we have House Spell and Altar Spell. And we have Bowl of Plenty, the House Magic. She's talking about abundance and your generosity. We have money over here. Then for the Altar Spell, we have Sunrise Spell. What was it supposed to be doing? Hold on. Because the sunrise is talking about, it looked like it's trying to clear something with water. Okay, the cleansing it. Somebody trying to cleanse your money? Cleanse your house? Something. It's kind of fucked up. People weird. Then we have homeless. Yeah. That also came before us. Either somebody was trying to wish that you would be homeless and wishing that for you. It could be somebody in your environment. Okay, that's trying to make it seem like they're your soulmate, they're part of your soul family, they're your friend, they're your bro, but it's like, no, sweetie, that person is trying and want to see you out in the streets homeless, begging for money, and they feel that if they were superior to you and you were beneath them, they will love it. That's what they want. Oh, the love spell. They will rather you be submissive to them, be beneath them, kissing, catering their feet. Cause I just looked at this kid, like they dressed in this gold, all suave out, and you know, just have like this clap, like this cloth on you, not fully clothed as much as they are. They will love that. Love that. They will love that. But that's not what soulmates are all about, and really. Now I'm saying, okay, if that's how you view a relationship, okay, and that's how you view love, then okay, fine, that's on you, your soulmate, no problem. But if that's not how you view love, and they're literally trying to force you to view it that way and push that on you, that's a karmic. That's not your true soulmate and stuff like that. Which I also did a video, so you can go watch that as well. But yeah, they won't have to do no spells and all that shit to do that to you. That's crazy. Then we have a moon spell with prolific dreams. Yeah, so you've probably been seeing this in your dreams. Spirit trying to tell you, like, baby, like, this person ain't it. Like, we can't talk to you regular because this person around, so we gotta talk to you in your dreams where this person can't really isn't around. They can't see. They can't like interpret it for you. Like it's all just you and spirit alone. And we have moon spell with eclipse enchantment. Like using the moon and the earth and the shadows of it. They doing some shady ass shit. I can tell you that they doing some shady ass shit. And we have money spell. Didn't I say they're trying to clear out your money, cleanse your money, trying to do something with your money, some shady ass shit with your money. Then we have make your own money bag. Yeah, you might. Yeah, yeah. This person trying to affect your money, trying to affect your wealth. Hi. Especially with this expansion here in this occupation, because she's working, right? So it's like she's cutting this pie, making this pie, serving the pie. However you make money, they're trying to stop that, clear it out, cleanse it out, cut it out, make it non-existent, so you have more time either to cater to them, take care of them, provide for them, and or simply they wishing that you lose your job, and then they will have to you have to come to them and ask them for money, and they can be in the position or the power to simply say no and reject you of that money. Yeah. And we have love spell. And we have back breakup ritual. So if you're in a relationship, they wishing a lot of shit. Okay, they wishing a lot of shit. Um, yeah. So if you're in a relationship and you having negative emotions, fights and stuff like that, and damn that, and or you recently broke up in a relationship, um, whoever's signing this spell work or doing this spell work, they doing a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And then spirit is here seeing it and watching it and stuff like that. They hear your prayers. They working. They doing things. Okay? It might not look like they doing things or seem like they doing things, but they doing things. Right? Because now I'm looking I didn't realize there was a bee on this card. Like spirits out here being busy bees. Okay? They doing shit. You just don't know that they doing shit. Right? Then we have altar spell. And we have Thor's day, which is pretty much Thursday. Right. Somebody, if you want to. Oh yeah, then we have Tuesday, like with the Reds and stuff like that, and then we have Thursday. So I don't know, man. It's like either they be doing this on Tuesdays or Thursday. Or it could simply be like because it says Thor, but the Norse god literally used God's names to name the days, so that really doesn't tell you much. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. Then we have love spell. See, now we got Friday. You see what I told you? It really doesn't tell you much. It doesn't tell. We have Friday rituals of Venus. And Venus is the planet of love. See, again, it doesn't really tell you much. And we have everyday spell. The moon spell, mirror magic. Alright. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. So. This person, right? If you are in a relationship, right? It could be the person you're in a relationship with, right? And if it is the person you're in a relationship with, they're using this this mirror magic spell, right? because like I said over here with this enlightenment, but you can look at them and see them as something that's bigger than life. Put them on this pedestal, right? And they, with their money and their love spell, they want you to put them on this pedestal, take care of them, cater to them. But if they say jump, you like, baby, how high, right? With no question, no nothing, right? Even though they have nothing to show for it, nor do they deserve it. They want you to do that, okay? And it went from Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, like they but the Tuesday was really talking about the ruby with which was the reds. And red is all about feeling stable and secure within inside yourself and also your environment. But you clearly can't be stable in your environment because this person was doing a lot of shit. Then next would be the orange, which would be your self worth. But you would be discovering that. Okay, boom, figured out. Now I'm looking at the lemons. Okay, when life give you lemons, you make lemonade. They didn't want you to be able to make this horrible ass situation that you are in, right? And turn it around and make it better, right? Discover something out of it. Discover beauty in the pain, right? Mine went to the gutter for a second. I'm sorry. But woo. Because then all the power that they're trying to have, right, the money, the power that they're trying to have in this relationship and stuff like that will be gone. With this mirror and stuff like that, once you realize and see through the illusion that this mirror is trying to like reflect back to you, like they trying to make it seem like they this wise old man in the beard, okay? And you this child that you need to just listen to them and take on all the wisdom that they're providing to you. And literally what they provide to you is nonsense, okay? And I wanted to say fuckery. So they just providing you fuckery and nonsense, and it doesn't make no. It's just dumb, okay? And they want you to just run with it. So if they say 2 + 2 = 6, baby, you better be writing 6. And it's like that's not what it add up to. And it's like that's not what it add up to. And it's like, but what did I say it add up to? And it's like, that's not how that works. Okay, that's not how that works. Spirits is like, that's not how that works. Blowing this person away, like, nah, that's not how that works. We don't do that here. That's stupid. We do smart things over here. Like the truth, like true, honest wisdom, that's what we do over here. And no power hungry, power grabby and stuff like that. Doing things out of ego. The everyday spell, like they probably like mainly do it on like probably like a Tuesday or Thursday or a Friday is what it could be saying, right? Every day, right? But it could be heavy like on those days because of like there's this person's, I want to say they power days or they money days. Like that's where they feel more powerful. Feel like they have like a lot of worth and stuff like that. Because with the altar, you can pretty much make an altar anywhere. It doesn't really have to be like. Nope, because nobody religious days is a Tuesday. Some of them is a Friday. Some is a Saturday. When we had that, we have Friday. But yeah, so could be like I said, those days could be literally anything. But with this money here and then this altar, because it's pretty much just like the pentagon symbol, not the pentacles. There we go, not pentagon. The pentacles simple, right? And we already have money here, so it's just like they could have paid something or someone to do this to you, or they put a lot of time, money, and effort into sending you this energy to affect your relationship, affect your money, affect your stability, affect. See with the yellow being here, like affect how you move, your actions, your success, your confidence. Because the green is your heart chakra, but that's more. It's more than just love. It's love of self and love for others, but it's also your health and stuff like that. But I won't say like they wasn't really trying to affect your health, like making you sick or anything. But bacon, they probably wanted to make sure like they was the only person that you love and you would be stalking them, because it's like three love spells. Like they was trying to, I won't say bind you or attach you or to them, keep you stuck to them in some way, shape, or form. Like they was like always on your mind. Um, right, because the blues is all about like expressions, and but it's also like talking. Sometimes people think before they talk, so you wouldn't express yourself. You be like I said before, you like confidence, your success. Like you start being closed off. Didn't I say they're trying to affect your money and wash your money away and stuff like that? Um, the closest, like if you any business like opportunities coming to you, like you wouldn't have the confidence to go after it. Like you wouldn't feel like confident enough to go off after it. Cause I was trying to say confident, but comfortable trying to come out. Like you wouldn't be comfortable enough to go after it. Um, you wouldn't feel smart enough. You wouldn't feel like you wouldn't feel like you had the opportunity to grow there. Now I'm looking at the little hill, like there would be little like an obstacle and stuff like that, and you feel like that small obstacle was more than like it's a hill, but you were trying to make it and turn it into a mountain. But I keep looking at like the green and the leaves and stuff like that, and the trees and stuff like that. But it's like it's something that's real, a solid, stable offer that this person is trying to like deter you from. And that's where you are. Like I said, it could be somebody in your environment that's putting, and this mirror, like it's them, but they trying to make it seem like it's you. That's why it's mirroring, right? They're they're this kid where you are the person that has the wisdom and the knowledge and stuff that's like as like such and such, and they're this kid. They're trying to make it seem like they're the person that have all the knowledge and the wisdom, and you this kid, and you should listen to them. And it's like no, it's the other way around. Other way around. Okay. So now moving on to the other question. It's pretty much something that you value or believe in. And then we'll also do these questions, which is what are you thinking about, what are you feeling in the situations. Okay, so we're gonna start off with what you value, what you believe. Okay, so we have in Cancer, your intuition to protect, attitude from the past about resulting from the history of. And then we have the moon. Funny enough. The nurturing of the feelings caused by reactions. Cancer is ruled by the moon. That's funny. Now a lot of okay, so the Cancer, even though Cancer is ruled by the moon in the tarot, the moon card is actually a Pisces card, right? And the High Priestess is a moon card, but Cancer card as well. So it's like it's all over the place, kind of, sort of. It's so that's like all that came into my head. So that's what's like your intuition trying to protect you, spirit trying to help you and guide you and show you. But it's like if you're not being receptive to it, you're not being open to it, they can they can't really nurture you or heal you with this nurturing. It's like you're crying, right? And spirit wants to come to you and take you into their arms, right? You can imagine this. Even if there's like, if you imagine a spirit being like an actual being, that's cool. If you imagine it just being like a ghost, that's fine too. The ghost can still hug you. However you imagine it, okay? But they want to take you into their arms, hug you, console you, and stuff like that. But they can't because you have this defense of, don't fucking touch me, nobody touch me. And it's just like, baby, I'm just trying to help you, okay? Kiss your boo boo, make you feel better. And you just like, nah, nobody touch me, I don't want nobody touching me. And then the people that you're allowing to touch you is the ones that's actually hurting you. So it's very just like, what are we doing here? Okay, what you want me to help you? I can't help you because you tell me not to touch you. But then the people that's actually hurting you is the ones that you allowing to touch you. So it's like that. This is what you're telling spirit that you are accepting and that you're wanting. And it's just like, it's very confusing. So they keep like, you just like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why this and the third? It's like you keep accepting it. You keep, spirit is trying to help you, but you're not allowing them to help you. You got to realize, like, what I wrote in my little, when I was cleaning everything off, right? So far what I'm gathering is you want love, but you have love and you want to be loved, right? But you have to discover self-love first, right? You're praying and you're manifesting, but you're either trying to rush into something or you're very, like, too busy worried about what everybody else wants, what everybody else is going to say. You're too busy worried about that you don't really know what you want. Right, so it's like you have to discover what you want and stuff like that for you, because it's your life, your dreams, your goal, your manifestation, your happiness. You can't do it for somebody else. You can't worry about what somebody else wants and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna use me for example, right? I am a big animal person, okay? Now, with certain animals, I'm just like, I'm not doing? Yes, of course. Right? But now somebody, like another animal person that was just like, I'm for all animals. And it's just like, alright, Sway, you do those snakes and the mice and the rats, you go ahead, okay? But if you ask me to kill them, sure, heck, go ahead. That's wonderful. Like, it's just, less problems for me. Like, I don't like them. But it doesn't, so somebody else that liked them was like, yeah, to each his own. Okay? Because like, you kill off all rats and stuff like that, then there's no hamsters, there's no gerbils, and it's like they didn't do nothing to me, okay? It's just they are supposed to the rodent family. It's like, oh, alright, okay, fine, right? You know, it's like it's certain things that I might not like and I'm not acceptable, not just I'm like no, okay, where somebody else might be like, yeah, no problem. Like, so you might be cool with having a snake as a pet. That's not coming in my house. I'm telling you, that's not coming in my house, man. That's not coming. I'm not going to your house. There's no. We're not doing it. So it's like that. You gotta, everybody's intuition is different. Everybody's get messages differently. And it has many ways of trying to get that message to you and trying to help you and defend you. And it's not, your intuition is not trying to make you feel a way or cause you to feel any type of, like, be triggered in any way, shape, or form. It's trying to prevent that in a way. Like, okay, like, you like, oh, I'm mad, and it's like, you, why am I mad? And your intuition trying to tell you, oh, you're mad because this, and it's like, you too busy being all mad and like, oh, I'm mad, and mad, and it's therefore why I'm mad. And it's like, sweetie, yes, okay, like, it's their fault for triggering you, but it's like, it's your fault for really reacting the way that you're reacting, because it's your feelings. You're in control of your reactions, right? So, yeah, it's their fault for triggering you, all right? Not saying, okay, they're blameless. Like, nah, they have some parts, they have a role, but it's just like, you or allowing that person to trigger you and to get you in this feelings and stuff like that. So like in Mean Girls, right? You know, it's like if one of them, like Regina or something like that, right? She come to you and stuff like that and say something to you. You might be like, "Oh, I'm gonna slap a bitch," and it's just like, you know she bitchy. You know she a bitch. Why does it matter what she say? You know she just doing this. She just being her, okay? She just being the bitch that she is. You slapping her is not gonna stop her from being that person. Like she's still gonna do it. So it's that kind of thing. Right, so when you slap her, now you in the principal office, you doing this, you doing like it's your reaction to her being just who she is like that's the problem. That's what you need to take into consideration and have some control over, right? Um. Also, yeah, I have that spirit trying to help you find your purpose, but somebody's trying to disencourage you from it, right? And then I also wrote that with their hands, like I was noticing, like to realize what you're saying yes to, what you're extending your hands out for, like what you're saying, like, yeah, give me what you taking, right? What you taking and what you're accepting and what you putting on your plate and the things that you're saying no to, like pretty much being closed off to, right? And then I have that somebody in your environment or somebody who's around you is wanting the worst for you or wishing the worst for you, who's trying to portray it as love. They're really trying to take advantage of your love and of your care and your kindness. And I was like, they put in a lot of effort, time into this to condition you to feel discouraged and have low self-esteem and low confidence because that's how they feel, right? But some of you are starting to see the truth, see through their illusions, and some of y'all already like been enlightened to it. And this is pretty much like just confirmation for y'all. But even if it is, right, you seeing like all like the spell work and stuff like that, and that making you mad and that's making you angry, and it's just like, again, your reaction to the situation, that's really what matters, right? Because it's best to know why certain things started happening and realize like, all right, I wasn't bugging like that. That's pretty much why I got this like that deck, because it was like certain things what was happening and I'm just like, what the fuck is this, like what? Like I was fine. Like I was fine, how out of nowhere I'm no longer fine, like what the fuck is this, like why? And it's like once you realize, it's like, oh, all right, like it loses its power, like, right, it's like then that you know it, like you know what it is, you brought a name to it, you put a name to it, like you, it no longer has that power, that hold over you and stuff like that. It's just like, oh, this what you trying to do, and it's like, you're weird. That like they trying to do a lot of shit and put in a lot of energy and effort just to make it seem like with that mirror magic, like you could see them clearly, you see it clearly. They trying to make it seem like, nah, you projecting, when it's like, nah, I swear you're not projecting, like you seeing it clearly. Okay, you see them true colors, and you see it shining, and they trying to tell you, no, that's not my true colors, when it's like, yes it is, yes it is, it sure is. And then we have in Taurus, your beliefs, the cost of the more worth, use the worth, hold on, excuse me, use the cost of use the most direct way. All the confusions. With this using the direct way, and then before with the blue, I kept this one out because the ladder that was also popped in my head, right? They want you to stay right on the like the low part, like they want you to be like low beneath them and stuff like that, and always reaching and struggling trying to reach your goals and gather like, but can never actually get to your goals, that kind of thing. And I found that to be like kind of sort of fucked up. But I'm gonna keep it out because it's like the little obstacles that they like the hills and stuff like that. Little obstacles they're trying to create for you. It just give you time to like be patient, to look over things, make sure everything has a place and everything is in order and where they need to be and supposed to be. So like for later on, you don't have to you will upkeep it, but you don't really have to worry about it, stress about it, and stuff like that. Right? Because it's growing. Everything is like the greenery is growing as well, flushes its life. Um, But blues is all, like I said, about your throat chakra and expressions, your creativity. You're not trying to beat around the bush or anything like that. Anything like that. Like I said before, like you see their true colors, you see them, okay, and they like you being real direct. Like I see it. I see certain things in you, and it's like they trying to paint it off and be like, nah, you're bugging. Like, oh, I just did that today, and it's like, nah, you did this for like multiple times, right? You see directly through this person. Then we have in the 10th house your destiny, where you are going in your career. Didn't I say the spirit trying to help you with your life purpose? Yeah. This person's just trying to deter you from it. Slow you down. Keep you stuck. So you won't find it. Then we have Uranus with an unusual example of a different way of looking at an unexpected change. Not unusual. Could be unusual and unexpected change. Could be both. Cause what's that? Cause when I was just reading this, what popped in my head was the house spell and the altar spell. And I'm just like, are they trying to wash your money? It was like they trying to wash your abundance, right? Then a lot of things popped in my head when I said that. Like, one of them is a crime. So I'm just like, that can't be what's happening right now. Could go to jail. But the other one was, yeah, like they want to see you struggling, like trying to wash away your abundance and your worth and stuff like that. So you miss opportunities. And like I said before, like you end up being homeless. That came up in a reading already. Don't know if I posted it. I record and then post randomly. So there's that. But yeah, could be either way. In that reading, you'll find out more information. But it's like somebody is wishing and hoping, like you be homeless, you be struggling, and wishing the worst for you, and Spirit's just like, yeah, nah, that's not happening. The fuck is you talking about? Like, you're weird. That kind of thing. And let's say they try to, with this reaction, they trying to come to you with that. They want to see, like, how you react about it. And the Spirit just like, nah, just be calm, be cool. Like, all this spell work that they doing is, I think it even said at some point, it just backfires back to them. So it's just like, just shoot. You know, shoot fly don't bother me. It's fine. Like, it's just let it go. Let it be. They're struggling. They got some things they need to work through, and it's not your responsibility to help them work through it. Okay. And then we have the North Node with there will be success from and benefits. Right. It'd be successful in the situation. Like they want you to struggle and stuff like that, but then it's just like, sweetie, like they want you to be beneath them, but they not understanding or realizing that you will never be beneath them. Not saying that you're like, how to put this? Nobody is. Superiority is not really a thing. It's pretty much like it's all a mindset. Like I'm not better than the next person. Like I'm not like somebody that can't read tarot and stuff like that. I'm not better than them, and I'm not better than the next person that can read tarot. I just know that how I read tarot and how Spirit talks to me and send me messages is very different than how somebody else might get the message or receive the message. And that's fine, that's cool, and that's dandy. But I know the way that I do my messages and how I go about it, nobody else can do it the way I do it, because it's meant specifically for me. You know, it's tailored for me. It's that kind of, it's like a dress, okay? And you're the only one that have your own body shape, measurements wise and everything like that. So you know where you want this dress to hug you, which curves you want to emphasize, and stuff like that. Same way, that's the same how Spirit is working with you to find this destiny, to find your purpose, to have the success. It's only tailored and fit for you. It hugs you where it needs to be hugged, because it's you, it's your dress, it's tailored for you, kind of thing. And everyone has that, but not everybody is taking the time out to discover that And with this healing, actually heal from whatever they need to heal from, to realize that yes, they probably had some trials and tribulations, some messed up situation, but that's not their purpose. It was trying to like slow them down from finding that like their actual true purpose, and they're allowing it to slow them down and deter them from finding their actual true purpose by dwelling and stewing on this tomfoolery. Alright, so then we have Mercury with communication, analyze, let your mind tell you how to. Right, with that intuition, rather than listening to other people, let your intuition tell you how to do it. Right, then we have Mars, that action, what you're like, they take action on the things that you're passionate about. And then we have empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely unit unit uniting, there we go, us with others in the deep trust that we are connected through the same source. And then we have authority. The frequency of authority reminds us the true authority, power, directed and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. And we have perception. The frequency of perception support our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zones to find the edge of what we perceive as real, and what to take a good, hard, deep look at. Then we have belief. The frequency of belief support our sense of self-worth based on our gifts, talents, and strengths, connecting to source. Then we have the third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic power. And we have alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical abilities and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Every one of us have the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allows the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Anything that pops in my head with alchemy, the Full Metal Alchemist popped in my head. My favorite was Alphonse. Then we have soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of new realities to emerge. One that embrace the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the time is timeless. Excuse me. The soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Then we have the root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our body as well as physical world. Then we have communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both out incoming and outgoing, through our hearts, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source, balance, and exchange. Didn't I say that? I said something similar. With the heart. But the heart chakra is the bridge from the upper and the lower. They were already pretty much. But we had the crown, and then now we have the third eye, and we had the root. Then we really had your solar plexus into play, and then your self worth is technically your sacral chakra. But I already said that they were trying to like mess with that and interfere with it. But overall, they was really trying to interfere and mess with your solar plexus, which is all about your action and movement, right? Also your ties to your confidence as well. But your three lower chakras is your primal, right? Is your earthly chakras and stuff like that. Where the three upper is more spiritual. Your heart is the only one that understands and can communicate from both. Then we have consciousness. The frequency of consciousness support our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that shows up so that we can include them in our reality. Yeah. Your heart is pretty much is what's conscious enough to pretty much balance all that out. Right, so if your intuition, right, your third eye is trying to say, right, you're mad, right? Your crown chakra and your third eye was able to tell you what this person was going to do ahead of time. And your crown chakra knows why you're mad because it can understand and get to the root chakra or even your solar plexus chakra be like, no, it's because of this. But if your heart is closed off at that point in time that you're not receptive to the information that even yourself is giving you, so you're not fully understanding and healing from the problem and the situation. Then we have compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth. Pretty much like I just said, spirit and matter. So the unconditional love can flow from source through our hearts into the world. Right? Not everybody have compassion or empathy for people. Then we have universal love. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel for each other to our planet and to the whole existence itself. Then we have divine feminine. The frequency of divine feminine supports supports our receptive nature and nurturing and soft side. Allow it to express itself openly and help us connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all source, which is pretty much the Empress. Right? Then we have the crown chakra. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual knowledge to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Right? Funny enough, it's underneath the alchemist. I was like, dude. Science together. Then we have the heart chakra. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. It healing property, harmonize the mind and the body. I just explained to you how it does that. Then we have earth. The frequency of earth activates a deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing this more spiritual aspect of our nature. Then we have the sacral chakra, just all the chakras at this point, all of them, just all of them. Yo. Then we have the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulate our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life. Right? The solar plexus. Okay, it's not. Woo! I was about to say. Then we have the remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through. So, as so, well, I'm gonna start that part over, okay? Everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and within this life. And then we have discernment, but the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Queen of Swords do that all the time. And then we have the cosmic flower. The frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home and the core from which we pour our immense out of, like immaculate, I don't know, out of, into this world. Like your peace and your love and compassion into this world. Your magical abilities. Okay. This part took longer than I expected. But with communication coming out twice, right? Just got that confirmation, right? And I was saying like the blue, your throat chakra, which funny enough, your throat and your solar plexus was the only thing that didn't come out. And that's what they're trying to like bother, pretty much affect. Like how you express yourself, how you create, and all those actions behind it, right? They're trying to affect that and mess it up. So you don't feel that empowered. They're trying to have authority over it. Right? And with this perceptive, it's all like how you view it, right? It's because I'm looking at your destiny and your belief. If you believe that you are destined for more and you're worthy of more and you're worth more, then why are you letting this person dictate that? Or pretty much tell you. It's like, don't let somebody tell you what you're worth because they don't really know your worth or know your value, anything like that. And when this divine feminine, it's, I said before, like, it's the Empress and then the discernment. I said the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords have to use her discernment, but she also have to be very compassionate with this consciousness. She have to be able to communicate with people, realize that, because the Queen of, like the Empress, she's all for queens, balance and stuff like that. So at time to time, she have to be that Queen of Swords, be diplomatic, listen to everybody, be understanding, be receptive, but also know that some people are liars, okay? Like some people are going to lie or try to use like the friend, like let's say you have a friendship or love and stuff like that, to try to control you with this authority and stuff like that, get you to do something that they would want you to do, but it's not something that you actually necessarily want to do, right? Trying to get you to people please and stuff like that, be a pushover, right? You have to realize that, be aware of that, bring that to your consciousness. Because you have to use your discernment. Not everybody is gonna tell you what, like, how it is and what it is from the jump, right? Not everybody's gonna be honest. And then with the earth and then the sacral chakra that came out like after is with the right underneath the root chakra. They don't want you to feel stable and secure, like even not just like in your environment, but of course with that isolation and stuff like that. They want you to feel alone everywhere you go. Like even if you in a group of people that you deem as your friends, they will try to like pin y'all against each other, or try to say like they're not really your friends kind of thing. So you don't feel stable around that friend group or stuff like that, pushing you more into isolation and feeling unstable and insecure about yourself. Right? So that you insecure and unstable in your environment, and then you're around them and they're just telling you what they think of you and how they feel of you. And then, like I said before, they're trying to spending a lot of time and effort to condition you to think and believe the certain things that they believe, and that causes you to then feel a lot like less confident in yourself or low self-esteem, because you start to believe that it's true, because it's like, oh, if it would have been said so much, it would have been brought up so much if it's not true, that kind of thing. And it's like, just because I can say the sky is purple repeatedly, that doesn't mean that the sky is actually purple. You know? So just because it's being said a lot doesn't mean that it's true. And then, because now I'm looking at the remembrance in this soul time. But reincarnation, right? We're not going to remember everything from our past lives. Like, we might, or even know, like, why do we remember that, how this occurred and stuff like that. But our body or our souls was what I was trying to say. Also, with, mitochondrial DNA is, you get it from your mother, and it's all passed down, so it's generational. So it's like, you might remember something, and it's just like, where the fuck did that come from? It came from an ancestor, because they're in you, they're with you, they're in your body, they're in your blood, with you. Okay, so it's just, you get it. Okay, so it's like, that's, you might remember something or something from the past that's actually trying to give you some type of information, give you knowledge to help you transform whatever the situation that you're in right now. But like I said before, this person is trying to stop you and deter you from it, and they're trying to use love as their reasoning for it. But it's like, they don't really love you. Their love is very destructive, and you have to use your discernment, because it could be a group of people, right? A lot of people around you, or it could just be like, you have a group of people, and this person might start it off, and everybody like coincide, or like start doing some, and it's like, you have to like be compassionate, realize like, okay, you might love these people, you might have loyalties for these people, you might have history with these people, but you also have to have compassion and love and care for yourself. And being around these people is just keeping you stuck, and they will always want to see you see you as like the bottom of the barrel, struggling, never reaching your goals, and they find it to be funny. And that's not what you need in your life. You need people that I was like, speak life into your life, but like, want to see you grow and want to see you evolve, not be stuck in the bottom of the barrel, the butt of all jokes and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get into, what are you thinking, what are you feeling, what is the situation, right? And then this is short-term results, right? And then the long-term results, and then this is like the key factors, pretty much to take away. Okay, let's see. So we have the blue Avians in reverse. So where you, in the upright, talk about like releasing karma and stuff like that, and being mysterious. Well, I want to say you didn't release any karma. Even if you did release the karma, you're not being secret about it. Like, you're not being mysterious about it. And then we have larynx reverse, right? So there's no strength, there's no courage, there's no bravery, there's no nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not in the upright. That's, you have all that. Like, how I see this card is the strength card, and it's not just because it has like a lion on it, but like, it's talking about strength and bravery, and it's like, you don't have that to even break through this karmic cycle or release this karmic person or release the karmics from out of your life. Then we have the shadow self reverse. Right? Just deep in the shadow. Then we have the Metakata reverse. Right? Being stuck, no movement, not going anywhere. If you have an out of body experience, it's like it's very no, because that deep breath. Let me tell, like it's stressful. I would say you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, just don't even try it nor practice it. Leave it alone. To use more stable and grounded, don't do it. Leave it. Stop it. Right? And if you like, why? I did it before. I should be fine. This is like watching Insidious. Would you be fine? No, you wouldn't. Stop it. Stop that shit. Stop it. Right? Now people gotta do an exorcism. Like, stop the shit. Okay? Stop the shit. Then we have Kabbalah, the tree of life, also in reverse. So not learning the life lessons. You're not moving. You're not evolving. You could be going backwards. And it's like, stop that shit. Stop. But then we have, like I said before, this person is trying to either deter you from you finding your life purpose, stop you from finding your life purpose, or simply fill your head with a whole bunch of nonsense that you don't even have the confidence to go after your life purpose. Right, then we have the gray, tall, reverse. And then we have the mantis being also in the reverse. Funny enough, we have like these little circles in the background for some of them, right? And circles, you can see as cycles. But what I'm noticing, like in these circles, well, over here, start off like clear blue, you can see through it. These are purple, and it has like the little moon symbol here in the circles. They're gonna be like, that's just how like the shiny things. And it's just like that circle that also has it, but it's not like this one. And whereas before, see now we had the tree here, where before now it's about the hurdle, right? See, good thing I cut this out. Like the hurdles, the land is all green and abundant. There's no leaves on these trees. The ground is dry as shit. Like there's no growth. There's no life there. There's no substance. Then we have Ouroboros, infinity, external, and past life. Didn't I say something about past life? Yeah, it's not meant to be in the present. That's why shit's falling apart. It's not meant to be here. It's not supposed to last here, exist here, live here. Then we have water element, reflection, kindness, and compassion. Oh, another thing. When I was cleaning it up, that popped in my head. Right? When I was talking about the mitochondrial DNA. Okay? And then also I wrote down, like, everybody, like, healing is an ongoing thing, right? So whereas you trying to look for, let me find my book, let me find my notes, hold on. So I have, need to use discernment with people because not everyone that has authority is using it to empower people. So not everyone that has power or everyone that has a platform or everyone that has YouTube or have a voice, that doesn't mean that they use that to uplift people, right? To empower people. Some people use it to like abuse their power kind of thing, right? That's because somebody is in management means that they can actually know how to manage people and lead people kind of thing, right? What also popped in my head, not everybody, like everybody can has, no, not everybody can have a kid, okay? Not everybody can have a kid. Let me rephrase that. Everybody can pretty much do the action of like creating a child, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they will be a good parent, okay? Okay. There. And then we have, I have remembering the time and now seeing things from a different perspective, which I also put that kind of sort of earlier when I said like either you're starting to see the truth or some people already like saw the truth, and you're like slowly pulling away from this person and falling back from this person because you're starting to see their true colors and see like they are the way that you see them. There's like no going back or changing it, right? And it's pulling you back from it. You're seeing things from a new perspective. It's changing how you feel about that person, how you feel about the situation, right? But overall, right? If you think about like how this happened, why you allowed this person around in your space, and you like even to be around you, it was how you felt about yourself and how you care about yourself. Then I wrote, we accept the love that we think that we deserve. And that's from Perks of Being a Wallflower. Okay, don't ask me which chapter. Don't ask me which chapter, but I know what it was said. Okay? But I said that your intuition and spirit is trying to help you stabilize your life and be more stable within inside yourself and your environment. But you being closed off to it and trying to rush or trying to find a quick fix, but there's no quick fix in self-love and self-care and self-healing. Okay? They also wrote that you have to always have to remember that they have gifts, but you also have gifts too, right? And you have to be more conscious of how you treat yourself and how you treat others. But also, I was trying to say with the mitochondrial DNA, right? Even siblings and stuff like that, right? Each one will have a different gift. We might have the same mitochondrial DNA because we have the same mother, of course, right? But everything else, like our genetic makeup, could be different. Like, a lot of things is popping in my head right now. I gotta find the most simplest thing. Like certain things could be turned. It's like the light switches and stuff like that, where you might be turned on in height wise. I might be height might be turned off for me, so I might be a little bit short. Whereas you, or like a sibling, could have, math is turned off for you, but math turned on for me. That kind of thing. It's like we still may have the same genetic, like still the same genetic makeup, but the way that interacts is completely different. So it's like my gifts is tailored for me, and your gifts is tailored for you. But that doesn't mean that you're not capable to do something similar to what I'm doing. It's just like you're not gonna achieve or accomplish as much as I can do with what you're doing, like that kind of thing. So it's like if we could like team up and work together, then it will like flourish and grow. But not everybody is willing to do that. Like willing to admit, like, oh, let me go ask this person for help. Let me team up with this person. We could do great things together. It's nah. I want to be great. I want to do this. I want to do that. This person's in my way. This person's my competition. I need to take them down. I need to do something. I need to do this. I need to do that. And that's not how Spirit is trying to move. Spirit's just like, nah, we all peace and love over here. We can work together, or you can get the fuck out. And it's like, it's like they not trying to work with you. Spirit's like, all right, you get the fuck out. Like, what the fuck is you doing here? That kind of thing. And but this reflecting, and then like this karma is like you could just be stuck and living in the past, right? And dwelling on the past and feel like you're not confident enough to move on and move forward. But that's pretty much what this person wants you to think and wants you to have, and want to have control and stuff like that, and do all that. Ooh, card fell. Okay. So we have fighting. We had fighting and doctor. There we go. Fighting, healing. Because doctor came out reverse, and I was like, I don't have no reversals in this deck. So we have fighting and healing. Fighting and doctor. So you're fighting the healing, fighting like the healing process, the fact that you need to heal, causing a lot of pain and conflict just for yourself because you're still suffering. And we have wedding, right? This union, this commitment, either to yourself or to spirit. And then let's say if you're marrying this person and your intuition, because now I'm looking at this person in purple, and then we have a purple jacket right here. If you married this person, right, with this fighting noses and stuff, You're literally betraying yourself to make this person happy, which is why there's conflict and they're fighting. So if you're having some dreams, because this is a dream deck, your dreams are trying to tell you. But like I said before, didn't I say that if your intuition can't tell you, like send you messages like they normally would, because this person's around, they will get to you in your dream. They definitely get you to your dreams. They're trying to tell you, baby, it's time to heal. Okay, you gotta let this person go because you committed to this person, connected with this person. And then, funny enough, it's a ring here and it's a ring here. Like you trying to fight to have a commitment with this person when this person is not even, I won't say worthy of a commitment because that was about to come out my mouth. This person is not even meant to be in your life, kind of thing, right? This person is keeping you stuck. You will never find your destiny. You will never be happy. You will never have success because this person wasn't on that path, meant to be on that path, wasn't even. Because this is all about lessons. So it's like you need to learn the lesson and move on, but you will never learn the lesson with this person because this person is trying to deter you from learning the lesson because they know if once you learn that lesson, they will no longer be in your life, kind of thing. And we have buying, right? This person's just trying to buy time. Putting a lot of, like I said before, they putting a lot of time and effort. We have a clock in the back. Putting a lot of time and effort to get you to condition you into do like being with the person that they want to be and want you to be and stuff like that. But then when push comes to shove, even if you become that person, they will still end up leaving at the end of the day, or have some type of regret, or you start regretting and having some sort of animosity towards them, and it's just like you pretty much signed up for this, you agreed to it, and it's like, why are you mad? That kind of thing. And then that's what your crown chakra and your third eye is trying to tell you. You did this, okay? You did this because of how you felt about yourself, how you care for yourself, the love that you have for yourself. Like, you can't blame this person is not without fault, okay? But you also had a role to play. You have to forgive yourself and also forgive that person. But forgiveness is not really for them. You don't literally have to go to that person and be like, I forgive you. Like, no. It could be like, look, you did some fucked up ass shit. I know that. I see that. But it's like, that's just who you are. Okay? That's just who you are. I gotta forgive myself for not seeing who you are. And then the mask that you was wearing, I also gotta forgive myself for believing that's who you are. And it took me a very long time to see through that mask and realize, this is who you are, right? And now that I know better and know who you are and see you for who you are, I have to do what's best for me, and what's best for me is getting the hell out of here, okay? And loving me doesn't mean that I stop loving you. I still wish the best for you. I just wish the best for you far away from me. And that kind of thing. You wish some love, peace, and happiness just far away from you. Like, 5 miles is still kind of close. So like a 20-mile radius kind of distance. Kind of thing. Far away from you type thing. Then we have strangers. Right? You went from like being in a relationship, a marriage with this person to later on y'all just complete strangers, and you were cool with that. You're fine with that. Like I said, in a 20-mile radius, you're cool. Love it from afar. Then we have falling. Well, not falling, flying. Then we have food. Sweets. Well, okay, seeing that alchemy popped in my head, and I was talking about Full Metal Alchemist. But food and sweets, and I said falling as flying, to keep doing it, flying as falling. Be careful being greedy. This person could have been being greedy because gluttony is in Full Metal Alchemist. Well, greed and glutton, but isn't that a saying, a glutton for punishment and stuff like that? It's just like, that's all fine and dandy to a point. And it's like, that's what you're literally telling spirit. Like, this pain and hurt and also it's like, I want that. And Spirit just like, all right, here you go. And then you just like, what the fuck? Why am I keep getting this? And it's just like Spirit like, bitch, didn't that what you said you wanted? And you like, no. And the Spirit like, it definitely what you said that you wanted. And it's doing. They just giving you what you asking for. And because with this strangers is like, it could be friends, it could be strangers. You just allowing anybody to do this to you. So Spirit is like, all right, fine. This is what you want. This is what you're gonna get. And especially with the strangers, it's like at some point in time you're just gonna be like, I don't even know you, so why does it matter what you say? Because I'm looking at the trees back here. It has the same thing with this doctor pattern, right? So it's like you trying to get people to water you and nurture you, and from complete strangers, and trying to let them have way too much say in your life or control over your life, and it's just like, for what? And that's why it's important to use your discernment, because not, like I said before, not everyone that's a YouTuber or not every tarot reader is gonna tell you their truth or tell you, and not like that's a whole different story. Let me just finish. So we have mountains, because I don't say like not every person, like every tarot, like you can do tarot, right? Read tarot, right? Some people can read it from themselves. Some people can read it for others. But it's like not everybody is going to admit to when they don't know something, right? So they might give like a false message or the wrong message. And some people might not see like a problem with that, right? Think nothing will happen, nothing will come of it, right? And it's just like, no, Spirit. It's not having that. Like, there will be consequences. There is karma. You're giving a false message to somebody, leading them down a road that it's just nothing but obstacles in some ways that they didn't need to go. And they're sitting here mad at Spirit, but Spirit never told them to go down there. And it's just like, well, this tarot reader told me to go down there. You told the tarot reader to go. And it's like, I never told that tarot reader shit. Okay? I'm pretty sure it's like, and then when you realize that, and it's like with the discernment, it's like while you was sitting there, you think back, right? Your intuition or Spirit was trying to tell you, this person is completely off. They don't know what they're talking about. Their intuition is blocked. Their intuition is closed. And this, that, and the third. You chose to listen to that person. It's still on, like, still up on you. Like I was saying before, like, you need to like realize what you're extending your hands out to. Like, what are you taking and putting on your plate and making it your own versus what Spirit's actually trying to tell you that is yours. All right, and then we have nature. Then we have guilt. I release any belief that no longer assists my soul's growth. And then we have cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. And we have commitment. You dedicate yourself to your belief wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being, right? And we have marriage, well, wedding, not marriage, wedding here, right? You're fighting to commit to some people that are really not meant to be in your life. With this food and sweet, it's just gluttony kind of thing. Like you feel like your life will be more abundant and more worthy or valuable with a lot of friends or a lot of people in it, even if those people are not meant to be in it, right? It's like with the strangers, you surrounding yourself with a whole bunch of people so you don't feel alone, even though you already are alone with these people, because they're not meant to be in your life, nor your soul tribe, nor your soul family. They're not going to help you in no way, shape, or form. Just keep you stuck in. Oh, then I said before, like I could say the sky is purple. Like doesn't mean that the sky is actually purple. Look, yeah, because it's actually blue. At some point in time, the illusion you're gonna see through the illusions, right? And And we have imagination. The irony. I embrace and nurture the creative aspects of my mind. Then we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into the world, and I do so without judgment. Right? We had that compassion earlier. Being able to, resonate with somebody or connect with somebody, understand somebody without being judgmental and stuff like that. Okay, we have release in the reverse. So you're not releasing something, you're holding on very tight. I'm not even gonna read it because it's in reverse. So you holding on to something. You holding on to what the strangers think, what other people think. You holding on to these strangers, these people that is doing nothing but hurting you. It's fighting against your healing, fighting against your growth. Okay, that's just gonna hurt you even more. You're injured and you're fighting while injured. That does not help you in no way, shape, or form. Like, imagine you have stitches, right? They literally tell you not to do minimal movements so you don't, like, I don't say pop a stitches like out of place, but like fuck around and move it, okay, and make it worse. Like, sit your ass down, stop, stay still, okay, like that kind of thing. Then we have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone else. Right, rather than seeing other people as a competition, it's just like with that mirror, right? That's that pride. They see you as a competition and something that they have to trample. Don't know why that popped in my head, but I was gonna say like just want to be beneath you, but they like this fighting. Like, they see you as a competition. They want you to be beneath them. Then we have individuality. I release my unique stamp of love on everything I do. Right? Remember, you got a gift, they got a gift, everybody has a gift. Individuality, that's what makes you perfect. Okay? You're imperfectly imperfect because you are who you are. The mistakes that you make, nobody else can make. Well, they might make similar mistakes, but they're not going to make the same mistakes as you did. Right? For example, in my chemistry class one time, one of the mistakes I was doing, okay? No, the professor literally had to ask me, how did I do that? How did I come up with it? And so it's just like, if anybody else would have done that, he would already know, like, you definitely went to this person. And then, or you looked off this person's test. Because it's just like, I did it my own way. And now, it worked some of the times. Most of the times. Other times, it didn't work. Which is why we had to fix it. So that's how he would have known that you came to me. Because it's just like, I see somebody do this. Who told you how to do this? Who showed you this? Because this is wrong. And it's like, I already know who did it. So you might as well just come clean. That kind of thing. So it's just like, even if somebody else would have looked off my test and he would have asked that person, how'd you do that? If that person can't explain why they did certain things, but I can, he would already know, like, oh, okay, you looked off this person's test because this person knows what they was doing and why they was doing certain things, and you don't know what the fuck he was doing. It's that kind of thing. Then we have health. I honor the physical vessel that ensures my soul. And then we have forgiveness and failure. I am acknowledged that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, and failure says I understand that mistakes are opportunities to learn. And then we have strength. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm seeing that as reverse. And then we have anxiety. Success. Magic. Put that here. So we have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. We have not enough, frustration in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issue, jealousy. Oh, it also popped in my head was Cain and Abel. Um, let me finish this. We have girl with a snake, empath, and narcissist. I felt that. Could have been told you that. Being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. This person been giving narcissist vibes. Been giving narcissist vibes. Then we have Cass's outdated thinking, conditioning. What I said. Replaying the past. Could be replaying the past and repeating the past. Right? But it says replaying events over in your head. That's what's keeping you stuck there. And then we have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Then we have the snake, competition, enemy, clever, mischievous, looking over your shoulder, the other woman. Then we have kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving, affection, falling in love. Then we have date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plans / set a date. Then we have palm tree with stability, security, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Here we have coffins, ending brings new beginning, growth, change, liberation, transition. Then we have sword with a rose, clarity, truth, reevaluating, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. And then we have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Okay. Couple of things. Okay. So, a few more information. With the blue area, pretty much bluebird, okay? Bluebird reverse. It's saying outer force, ignorance, information overload, so probably like with like reading or like getting a lot of readings done to the point that you become like overloaded and confused to what's going on, right? And then we have Messiah complex, or like a God complex, and like I said before, karmic. And the gray tall's reverse talks about confessions and allowance and being like flexible, laissez-faire, like anything goes, being adaptable. So this person might try to say like, oh, it is what it is, whatever you do was fine, everything's okay, it's all fine, this is just how it is. But it's like, no, they just trying to get you to be okay with, and like I said before, they're trying to condition to you to believe that everything that they're doing is okay when it's really not okay for you. It's not. You don't like it, but they trying to force you into liking it, that kind of thing, and accepting it as if it's okay when it's not. Right? And then links reverse, talking about being cruel, cold, weak, cowardly. Being cruel, And the Martians ones reverse, talk about things being obvious, right? How obvious, like stagnation, artless, redundant, liberal, just straight and narrow-minded this person is. So like I said before, like now you reflecting and you looking back on certain things, you seeing things clearly in a different perspective. Like you seeing how this person really is. And I've been said things were stuck in on stagnation with the Metacata reverse, might be saying it wrong, and the tree of life also being, reverses. Like, you're not learning those lessons and applying them to move forward or anything like that. So of course you're going to be stuck in the past. Because the tree of life reverse, like I said, it's something about stagnation, refusing to get it. Life has no meanings, procrastinating, no sense of purpose, not learning the lessons. And the Metacata reverse is depression, being apathetic, being in a rut, feeling dead inside, unwilling to change, and just keeping you stuck in the past. And that's what you're committing yourself to, is like keep like, and it's like no, and you're thinking that's okay because you're with a snake. That's what the Cain and Abel. Back to that. That's what popped in my head right when I was like clearing everything off. Was Cain and Abel, because they were brothers, right? In the Bible, they was brothers, right? And Cain killed Abel. Okay, I had to remember it. Abel to Cain was God's favor and stuff like that. God was pleased with everything that Abel did, but then the things that Cain did, God appreciated it. He acknowledged it, but it was Cain was still mad because he wasn't getting the praise as Abel was getting it, right? So let's say, and they was totally doing completely different things. Like, I think Cain was like a farmer and stuff like that, tending to the sheep, doing the land was, but I also think like the way he was giving thanks, it was like the way he was giving thanks and giving praise was like completely different. And God was like, yeah, thank you. This, we're cool. Love you. Love you too. We're great. But then with Abel that was doing it like something different, God was like, oh, all right, thanks. We cool. Love you. And then love you too. It's great. But it's like, either how God was doing it, Cain was like, nah. Like, whoa. Like, let's say he got a clap and Abel didn't get a clap. He was like, nah, how he get a clap? I don't get a clap. That kind of thing. The jealousy kind of thing. And, he, like I said before, Cain killed Abel. And then God came and was like, we're your brother. And then Abel was just like, no, Cain is just like, I don't know, man. My brother keeper. And then God's like, I hear his blood, okay, crying out for me underneath the earth. Like, what did you do? What did you do? Like, what did you do? And that's when, he came clean. And God was like, yeah, not because you did this, your whole generation's fucked up, okay? Your whole generation fucked up. Because why would you do that? That kind of thing. So it's just like, even if your brothers or your sisters or your cousins or whatever, jealousy still like finds your way in family. Look at freaking Joseph. His brother sold him into slavery. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on now, okay? Like, family could be jealous of family, like either wanting to be you, wanting to copy you, imitate you, wanting to see you down, bring you down, and stuff like that. And then they might try to be like, oh, well, blood is thicker than water, because we family, you should do this, you should do that. And it's just like, sweetie, if these people can sell their own damn brother, okay, into slavery, what is stopping you? Like, and spirit's just like, baby, you got to protect yourself, right? This anxiety, they trying to, like I said before, they trying to discourage you, to keep you, oh, I forgot about the shadow self-reverse. 36. And reverse talk about healing, being whole, self-awareness, and integration. So yeah, you start to realize this, realize who the snakes is, cut out the snakes, see things clearly, see how they were trying to condition you, seduce you, to stop you from your growth, stop you from meeting other people, seeing new things, right? And accepting their love, how to put it? what are they giving you? Giving to you as love is their form of love. Okay? That's how they know love to be. And they don't see their love to be very destructive. And I won't say they don't understand it. Because let's say if you start doing it back to them, they will understand it. They will see it. But it's just they might not accept it with this narcissist being here. They won't accept that. They will cut you off so fast. But you shouldn't do that. Right? Because like we had before, a God complex. A narcissist legit have literally a God complex for no fucking reason. Okay? They lack all sense of accountability. Okay? But they want king treatment. And it's like, for why? For what? Okay? And they do a lot of things. But they have a lot of tactics to try to stay in your energy, keep around, like be around you. So you can hold on to them with this release being in reverse, right? It's like even though you release, I would say get therapy because that's what I did. Okay, talk to a therapist. Because you know God said don't hate people, but narcissists be making it real hard. But this forgiveness, you gotta forgive them because that's just how they are. Okay, that's just how they are. They try to use people, manipulate people, charm people. Right, with the seduction, they try to seduce you into believing what they're saying is true, or just listening to them and taking their whatever they're saying as the truth, when it's not the truth, far from the truth. And they could be wrong, but it's like even if you correct them, they're mad at the fact that you correct them. Like I said before, they was like 2 + 2 = 6, and it's like it's 4. They just like, what did I say it equals? And it's like, you said 6, and it was like, all right, then it equals 6, and it was like, but it doesn't. But it doesn't equal 6, right? Now you might have voice cracked. Then you might have one narcissist, right, that try to gaslight you. Be like, oh, well, you said it equals 6. And it's just like, no, the fuck I did it. Because I know it doesn't equal 6, so why the fuck would I say it equals 6? That kind of thing. And then start an argument with this fights. And, so you won't heal. You won't separate from them. You won't leave them. Right? They do anything that they can so you can still stay there. So, like, even if it's fighting, right? Or they don't have breaking up. They will rather you sit there and fight with them rather than break up with them. Because you fighting with them shows that you still love them and something like that. They can still get a reaction out of you. And it's just like, a lot of people can get a reaction out of me. That don't mean I love them. But I was just talking about mice and rats. And snakes! I literally said about snakes earlier. I don't fucking love snakes. Okay? I don't love them. They can get a reaction out of me, but that don't mean I love them. I might see them and be like, not today, Satan. Like, that's a reaction. I might start laughing because I'm scared. Screaming. A lot of things. That's a reaction, but that don't mean I love snakes. No. Like, that kind of thing. Like, they conflict and fighting, they take that as a form of love when it's not. So, it's like you have to forgive them because they know not what they do. Okay? they know not what they do. They just doing what they think is best and what they know to be best, and they don't see it as destructive or very harmful because that's the best way. That's what they know. So you with this dating, you meeting somebody new, you walk away from this person, realize that you are deserving of love, and the love that you're accepting what you are accepting right now is not love. Is not the definition of love. It's not love, care, support, no nothing. This person see you as a competition, which I could have also been told you that, which is why they're trying to cause obstacles for you. With this collaboration, it's fake love, and they're trying to get you to commit to something that's not actually like very stable or solid or any way, shape, or form. And they also talk about your health, and I was like, they wouldn't try to hurt you like actual health, like heart wise and stuff like that, but like how you love for yourself and others. They trying to affect that and like change that. Like we said before with the empaths, they're very emotional, not say emotional, but very sensitive, understanding, kind, compassionate and stuff like that. This narcissist will get you to hate those kind of things about yourself. And spirit is just like, no, you will never. You, because that's not a problem. Those qualities aren't a problem. People taking advantage of it is the problem. So I could love you, right? How you react or the things that you do due to the fact that I love you, that's on you. And this narcissist will take that. When they're talking about abuse of power, they will take the love that you have for them and abuse it. It's very like, nah, Sway, no, stop that shit. Stop that shit. Like, nothing will come of it. And it's very obvious to see. Like I said before, where on this, it has greenery in this slide. Like, you even have, like, trees here. And then over here, we get desert. Things will start dying off. You will not grow. We even have coffin here. There will be no growth. There will be no liberation or anything like that unless you walk away from this person. You start to realize that the love and care and affection that you have from this person, like, nothing will come of it other than anxiety and stress. There will be no growth. There will be no love. There's no abundance. There's nothing. It's literally just. That's why they want to see you beneath them. They want to crush you because you're a competition to them. They see you as a competition. That mirror. Whatever is being reflected back, there's a competition. Where you might see this person as like a friend, a companion, they see you as competition. So now we're going to, I already told you, like, the short term, the long term effect. Right? So we have Aries with war. Then we had Mars out earlier. Then we have Ganesh with obstacles. Then we have Leaf with skill. See, now something about the Thursday with the technically Thor's, because that's what it says, day, right? With the Nordics. And then we have Hermes with communication. That came out 3 times. They don't want you to communicate this, or that's the throat. And I was like, oh, not the throat. My voice cracking. It's something that you can say or you're going to communicate that they don't want you to communicate to other people. That's going to, I won't say it's going to cause some type of uprising, but they rather fight with you than actually have a sense of accountability. So they're trying to create obstacles so you don't have the stage or the opportunity to say what needs to be said. Then we have Tyron with anger and wrath. Funny enough, he was created due to a war. Funny enough. Then we have Hypnos with sleep. And then we have, the dream deck out as well. And I was like, if they can get to you, like an actual, like, when you up, right, they will get to you in your sleep. Then we have Odin with guidance. And then we have Yule in the reverse with focus. But I would say, just looking at this section, don't become too focused. Don't become so hyper focused on something that's the only thing that you're caring for or looking at, like focusing on, that you don't look at the whole perspective and everything around you. Because with their relationship being here and this narcissist, like I said before, I would say they want to wash your money, but like, if you let's say you have a job, they might try to convince you to quit your job or something so they could be like the main provider and stuff like that. And if you so in love with this person, you just doing whatever they're saying, not really realizing what you're doing, and right, being so hyper focused on certain things, or trying to appease this person that you start betraying yourself. Right, you be at war with yourself. Um, then we have obstacles, which the hill. Then there's pretty much the hills and the mountain, right? Mountains is all about obstacles. That's in the tarot. That's what it's supposed to represent, like an obstacle, a battle, or something like that. And the hills, it's still an obstacle. It's like, but it's like a hurdle pretty much. Whereas a mountain, that's like you gotta climb, right? Where a hill is just like you can like get over it and find a dandy. It's not that big of a deal, right? So blowing certain things, like be careful not to be blowing certain things out of proportion. Like I just said before, like doing certain things and not thinking about how it would affect your future, right? Um, who did that? For example, what's the Gerb Herbo, G Herbo and Ari, I think he pretty much told her to quit her job and like her mother to quit and stuff like that. He'd be a provider for them, and then they no longer together. She was by herself and stuff like that. She had to get money and she had to work and stuff like that. So it's like that kind of thing. It's like you realize what you're doing. Be careful. Okay. And you might be like, oh, well, I don't want to work anyways. That's fine. That's standing. It's okay. We're just like, no, the reason why they telling you to do it, it's why it's not okay. Like, if it's just something like y'all have a conversation about it and they're not pressuring you into do it and they're not coercing you into do it, keep telling you to do it over and over again to the point that you think it's your idea when it's really not. Like, that kind of thing. Like, if you say, like, I want to quit my job because I'm not happy here, I want to do this, and the third after, right? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, that's fine, that's dandy. But if, like, they just like, nah, quit your job and just sit at home and take care of me, you can do this, you can do that, da 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 da. It's like, excuse me? Like, excuse me? And now we have skills and sleep. Like I said before, like you sleeping on yourself. It's like some sort of gift or some type of skill that you have that you're sleeping on. And they can see it, or they are aware of it, and they don't want you to use it or express it, right? With that anger and rage. But like I was saying before, with Tyron, he was created due to a war that the Titans and the gods had, and I believe Zeus was winning, but he might have cheated. I'm not completely sure. I don't remember it completely. And Gaia was like, was it Gaia? Zeus's mother, okay? Zeus's mother was like, nah, fuck out of here. I'm gonna get back, right? And he was a revenge, so he's a Titan, and like any Titan that could pretty much hurt you, like animal wise, that's his children. So like this, I want to say the Sphinx. That's like the Sphinx. That's on. They they ask a riddle if you don't answer it correctly. Off with your head kind of thing. His child. It's just that kind of stuff. So it's just like they could be angry with this communication because they don't know the right answer. They don't know what they can say or what they need to say in order to overcome this obstacle, right? To get through this, and they can't get through because it's not meant for them to get through. Whereas the answer, you can go through, right? And right, you have the stamp to go through. They don't. That kind of thing. But also with the sleep being here and the fighting, and then your dreams, like whatever you're battling or struggling with that you might not be able to like sense, like that's why I said before, like that's why I have like the spell deck. It's just like I was fine like 5 seconds ago, now out of nowhere this thing like mad shit's going. Like, it's like that kind of thing. Like, they're trying to help you, like, pinpoint what exactly it is. Get that sense of clarity. Now we've got the Angel Tarot. So we have the Ten of Swords with the Magnificent God, the Marvelous God, with reevaluation, protection from sadness, giving reevaluation in your dreams. That's what I say in the sleep. And then the King of Swords with the Exile God, with victory, granting victory, and protection from lightning. I was just talking about Thor. Not Thor. Yeah, Thor is lightning, isn't he? Well, I meant to say Zeus, but I said Thor. So it's just like, either way, that's his father. So it's just like, either way. Right? With this Greek and Norse thing going on. And then every time I try to make like a short video, it turns to a long video. I apologize. But if you like the very detailed things like I do, it's what's gonna happen. Gonna get to the nitty gritty. Okay? So we have the Six of Pentacles, the favorable God, divine grace, rage, or curing rage, and pestilence, absorbing the guilt. Yeah, we literally started off with guilt before. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, the honorable God, with inner works and outer works. Helping one keeps their job, protection against disasters. And then we have now we're looking at the after tarot. So it's like after the angels do all this, right? So right now this could be what they're trying to do, right? Or simply saying like they're doing all this, right? They're doing all this, so after the fact, right? What will happen now using the after tarot? So we have the Seven of Cups. You see, what you picked is wrong. You picked a cup that was just full of glitters, and all the glitters in the world is not gold, is what Spirit's trying to tell you. Okay? And we have the Page of Wands. So you walking away from somebody, going on a new adventure. Coffin. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Might be slow to realizing this, learning the lessons, moving on, becoming more stable and grounded, right? Being very methodical about the situation. But like I said, it's very obvious, but you're procrastinating it. You doing that out of stubbornness, and that's really just hurting you, nobody else. Nobody's in this situation but you. This narcissist don't care. I'm telling you, the narcissist don't give a fuck. You're the one that want love and want to be loved. This narcissist don't give a fuck. It's getting love regardless. You know? And the Ten of Swords is always talking about like an ending, right? It's like a very brutal, harsh ending, but it's an ending nevertheless, right? Nonetheless, right? With this coffin being here, this truth is coming out, and it might be very painful or harsh to hear and to know, to realize, but the truth, because I have looked at liberating, the truth shall set you free. It's very liberating, right? And it brings victory to certain things. Where this person is trying to convince you that you're unworthy and unlovable, when the truth is, that's a fucking lie. See, phone confirmation. How is that? Okay? How is that harmful? Isn't that the truth is, that's a fucking lie. Whatever this person is trying to convince you to believe is a fucking lie. Okay? That's not hurting you or harming you in no shape or way or form. What's actually is hurting you is the truth of the fact that this person that you thought loved you, that you was giving love to, didn't have the same love or care or respect that you had for them. Six of Pentacles. What you was giving them is what they wasn't giving to you. And that's what's actually hurt. Not the truth. It's the actions that this person took, and the actions that you took to either realize it and to get out of it. You was slow to realize and slow to get out, slow to with the separation, like slow to break up with this person, release this person, let it go. Now we're looking at the heal yourself. The deck we have hole in the soul, right? Person affected you on a very soul spiritual level, and that's why the angels are trying to step in like, fuck is you doing? And you are allowing these people to do it, and spirit just like, why? For what? They're not even worthy enough to be here, right? Because with this favorable God, right? God doesn't has favorites, okay? We are all, I won't say like we all equal in his eyes, but like we all his children, kind of like pretty much, right? And there are levels and there are rankings, right? Like in school, there's A students, there's B students, there's C students, there's D students, right? Right? So he has graders, right? He has greats, and then he has less, okay? That doesn't mean that you're not great, okay? You just not as great, that kind of thing, right? So let's say you are like a D student. That doesn't mean that you're like a failure. You just might be bad at that class, but you're great somewhere else. And it's just like, you just not as great as you can be in this one class, and that's fine and that's dandy. So it's like, where everybody's like, oh, well, Cain and Abel, where Cain probably was like great, right? And Abel was, I won't say he was least, but like a little bit like below like his brother. And that threw him into like a jealous rage and stuff like that. It's like, for you still have your own quality that's great and wonderful and beautiful as well. Like like that kind of thing. And it's like people don't see it that way. They just see, oh, this person is doing X, Y, and Z. This person has that. I must have that too. I'll do whatever. And it's like you don't even know what that person did to get all that, okay? And what they would do to keep all that. So it's just like, mind your business, go about your own thing, okay? That kind of thing. And then we have dreams. We have selling out. Right? Selling yourself short. Listen to everybody else. People pleasing to please other people. But selling yourself short as well. You selling yourself out for other people. They have pay attention to the signs. Right, with this dream coming out here, this sleep. Let's say you had a dream and you fight with somebody in your dream and you wake up and you actually fight with that person in real life. You pay attention to the signs with that owl saying, baby, we telling you for a reason. We trying to tell you who's going to fight with this person. Yeah, your spirit team is trying to tell you in your dreams. I won't say like, it can tell you the things to come because it said multi-dimensional. Like the things to come, also look in the past, different things and stuff like that, seeing things from a different perspective. Then we have take off the mask, right? Trying to remove those people that is like hiding themselves from you. Like this narcissist that is masking themselves, trying to remove that so you can see clearly. See like you're fighting with people that you don't need to really be, like you don't need to fight with. And then we have self-love. You wearing a mask that somebody else put onto you. And it's time for you to see and realize that you're selling yourself short due to other people, right? You believe in what they want you to believe. What do you believe for yourself, right? And like I said before, you're letting other people to affect how you feel about yourself, how you care about yourself, like how you care about yourself, how you feel about yourself, your love, your hope, your ambitions, your passions, and how you go about that. And selling yourself short and selling yourself out by saying like, oh, I'm not worthy of it. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing that. Or if I do it this way, right? Because now I'm looking at her chest. It's like, oh, nobody else has their chest. So I was like, oh, if I dress this way, then I will get their attention. If I do this, I will get their attention. It's just like, you're selling yourself out and you're selling yourself short because your skills, your gifts speaks for themselves. That kind of thing. Where some, like, with certain tarot readers and stuff like that, you mostly see their face rather than the messages and stuff like that, or the card. And it's just like, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say to me because I don't know what the fuck is what the cards is saying or what is stuff like that. And it's like what I'm seeing, right, as an overall, right, where you see it for yourself, you might pick up on certain things that I'm picking up on, but I'm not making like saying a lot of things about it because it's not speaking to me personally where it would for you. So that's why it's best to like rather show the cards and stuff like that, right? Because you might be looking at the cards and be like, oh, so she not gonna talk about how there's an arrow right here and this person has an arrow, and it's like, yeah, I can speak to you about that, and it's like, but you also realize this is reversed. So whatever you're trying to shoot, you're not gonna hit it, which is what they want you to do, to be stuck, trying, always struggling, reaching for your goals and never accomplishing anything. You're just playing into their hands. But you're too busy focusing on what this person is doing, what this person is saying, rather than getting out and walking away and was doing what's best for you, which is caring for yourself. Alright, so now we're doing this shape shifting. Like, if you allow this change to come, liberate yourself, free yourself, walk away from this person, what will happen? Alright, we have a dragonfly mermaid. You are attracting wonderful news. And we have the snake princess, a serpentine path to power. Like, you're the one that actually have power, right? Because there's also the snake on this belt. Yeah, right? You're the one that actually has the power to change your paths and go in different directions, and this person doesn't. And they trying to, take that away from you. Then I don't know how to say this. It's the proper and the priestess of time. The time has come. The time to act is now. Right? It's time to free yourself and liberate yourself from now. Because if you continue to just deal with this person, right? It even show like in the after this, the long term, right? You still walking away. You was procrastinated it, slow to it, right? Look at that horse. Do that horse look happy? No. Horse is also empathetic. Like, no, it doesn't look happy. It look like it been through some things. You've been through some things being around this person, dealing with this person, continue fighting with this person, going back and forth with this person. Because communication came out 3 times. So it's just like, you arguing and fighting with somebody that is choosing not to understand you. What is the point of communicating with them? No matter what you say, what you do, they're going to find a problem with it. They're going to want to fight with you. They want to argue about it. They choosing not to understand you. But nothing you can do about that other than walk away. Not communicating. Not reacting. Alright, then we have 2 kittens. You must choose. There's 2 choices, or probably multiple choices, but you have to choose what's best for you and the path that's right for you and what's best for you. Then we have bats in the bat furry. You can accomplish great things. Always remember that. You accomplish things before this person, you can accomplish things without this person. But this person doesn't want you to accomplish things without them, because the wealth and the money and the abundance you will get, they want to have. They want. You ever watch Shits and Gigs? Right? What literally like popped in my head was James was like, "Give me that." Like they want they want that. Like they want to have that. They want you. You make money. If there's like make your own money bag or stuff like that. You make money. You have a bag of money. They want you to like have that money and be like, "Here you go. This is all for you. None of it's for me, even though I put all the work and the effort. You can take it all." And it's like, no. No, Sway. You wasn't shooting with me in the gym. Fuck is you talking about? Like that kind of thing. Right? So now we have Angel Guide with "There is nothing to worry about. You are safe. The situation is under the perfect control of divine and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you." Then we have steady progress. We acknowledge you for we acknowledge you for your progress you have made in remembering love in your daily activities. You can clearly see the contribution you are making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and active of actions of love. Right? It might be slow, but slow and steady wins the race, baby. Like that's what I kept saying about rushing and stuff like that. Why are you rushing? What are you rushing for? Why are you running? Like that kind of thing. What are you running for? What are you rushing for? For what? Right? And it's like, oh, you don't want somebody else to do it before you, and it's just like this individuality. Nobody can do it like you can do it. It's meant for you. It's yours. What you running for? It's your race. You competing with yourself. There's no need to run because you're gonna get there eventually. It's for you, right? It's your lane. There's nobody else's lane. It's like that dress I was saying. It's not tailored for anybody else but you. Even if somebody else wear it, it's not gonna hug them the way they need to. Like it's not gonna hug them or look the way it needs to look as if it would on you because it was meant for you. You have, let's say, I don't know why that popped in my head, but like one boob and stuff like that, right? And this dress is tailored for somebody that has one boob, right? So when you wear it, it will look great on you. Where somebody else wears it, it's like what is that kind of thing? It's tailored for you, slow and steady. You don't have to compete with nobody else. It's nobody else's race but yours. Even if somebody trying to get into your lane and try to do what, like try to do something that you would do or try to do your thing and trying to do it before you, it's not going to work out as smoothly as it would if it was just you doing it. And in either way, your stamp is different than their stamp. Yours might actually blow up because the intention and the reason why you were doing something. They was doing it to compete with you. You're doing it because it's your passion. It makes you happy. You love it. That kind of thing. It's a difference. And then we have giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in a cycle of the cycle is similar to your exhale and your inhale and exhale. When we only exhale or only inhale, exhale is giving, inhale is receiving. You become out of rhythm with the universe for optimal health, energy, and replenishment. Balance each inhale in your life with an exhale. Right? With that Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. Even in a relationship or a partnership or even friendship. You can't be the only one giving. You can't be the only one giving love, only one giving support, only one giving care, anything like that. Y'all both have to do it. Now, I'm not saying that it's always going to be at the same time or y'all giving the same amount of effort. Like, nah. Right? Like Michelle and Barack Obama. There were some times where they, like, it wasn't 50-50. But it's still, y'all putting in the work, y'all putting in the effort, y'all still choosing each other every day. Well, this narcissist is not choosing you at all. That's the difference. Then we have energy work. Life can be electric by its very essence. Your life can be electrifying because of its very essence is energy. Your body is remaking energy fields that feels positively responds to loving treatments. Your hands, that's what I said before, your hands and your heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and your clients. What I said with the hands before is very important. Right now I'm looking at the hands here. This hand touching itself, touching a lion. Not a lion, that's a tiger. Yeah, tiger. The hands holding the lantern, hands holding the mask, hands up in the air like that guy before that was like this, right, with the expansion, expanding in the love of self, right? This person holding an apple. You don't see this person hands. This person holding cats. Like you have, so it's like you have to choose, right? You when you see things clearly, you can make a clear decision on where you're going and how you're gonna move and stuff like that, right? You even got the person hands hair over here, but this person's covered in cloth, but also have that red saying like, and then we have the two empty cups. So it's like you have two choices. You made the choice of accepting this person into your life and dealing with this person. So it's like it's up to you to walk away from this person, right? Spirit is trying to tell you, trying to whether pay attention to the signs, trying to show you the signs real loud and clear. Like we over here, you picking the wrong things, and like I said before, all the glitters isn't gold because this if you look at this, it's even similar to this right here, right? And the Seven of Cups is all about like dreams, illusion, also decisions, right? All the glitter in the world isn't gold, kind of thing. Right, and we have innocence, beloved one. Everyone is guiltless in truth, and no one can alter God's hard work of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so that we can lighten the load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that you may shroud around love. Overcome. Oh, shrewd your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Then we have daydream. You will be more easy. You will easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regular. Relax and open your mind to receive without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is a seat of creativity. Then we have let go of your past. The burdens are casting your past around. Hold on. The burdens of creating, there we go, your past around has made you weary, dear one. It is time to set the burdens down. Keep only the lessons and the love and let everything else behind. Leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and now it's gone. Right? But also about that Page of Wands, setting out on a new adventure. Now with that release in the reverse, you holding on to something way too tight, and you need to let it go. And then we have play beloved one. It is time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness and laughter will lift your energy so that you will return to work with a renewed, perceptive, and light heightened energy. And then we have heart chakra. Love is in well love excuse me. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, atoning most of love. Atoning most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Right? So this person trying to pretend like and make it seem like they're part of your soul family, your soulmate, your soul tribe, and they're not. They're just trying to distract you and lead you away from your soul's purpose and your life purpose and stuff like that, which is causing you to feel like you don't have purpose when you actually do. So the truth of the matter is, you allowed a karmic into your life and allowed them to have control and judgment and guide you and lead you astray. Now it's up to you to not only get rid of said karmic and all the other karmics, to heal, okay, and to get yourself back on track, because you never lacked anything. You didn't lack it whatsoever. You slept on it, okay? It was there, but you didn't see it. Like, you were sleeping on yourself. You were sleeping on your skills. It was always in you. So with this mirror, where you see, like, you admire it in this person, it's because you felt like you lacked it, when it's like you didn't. It was in you. It was just, like I said before, you slept on it. And with this person, you might be like, oh, why they're jealous of me? They have it too. They don't have it the way that you have it, and they know that kind of thing. Let's say, like, you don't get it now, you don't understand it now, and they're a D student. Whereas if you actually take the time out, so with the slow and steady progress, to understand it, you will be, let's say, I won't say you'll be an A student, you'll be like a B student, where they still be at a D, that kind of thing. Throat trying to go again. See, that's the truth. They don't want you to say that or hear that or know that. That's what it is. The levels that, if you actually study and applied yourself and took care of yourself, you will surpass them. And they don't want you to know that. They don't want other people to see that. They don't want other people to know that. So, which is why they try to keep you beneath them and keep you, try to continue being your energy, so you can always be beneath them. They always know. Let's say so they can always know your next move and try to do it before you. But it's, like I said before, it's not going to work out the way that it needs to work out, because it wasn't their move at all. It wasn't meant for them at all, right? So they're trying to get you to be worried and stressed out about things that's none of your concern. Things that you can't deal with or no fix. They're trying to get you to be worried about it and concerned about it. But you shouldn't be. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you or helped you in any way, shape, or form, then I'm glad. But I would say, so take care of you. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. Get some sleep. I don't know why I want to tell you to get a journal. Right? A journal. Can draw, whatever it is, so you can get out your creativity, or to get it to start flowing. Some way for you to express yourself or communicate, even if it's like a journal and it's you to you, or in your notes is you, like it's you helping yourself, like, or what popped in my head was but Frankie, Grace and Frankie, she did video logs and stuff like that, where she made, she was pretty much like talking to herself, and making the videos out about it to get it out of her system. You could do that. So you could just get it out of your system, and you know the next thing to move on and what to do. But yeah, whatever. I hope this helped you. I appreciated you watching for this long, if you stayed to the end. But other than that, take care of you. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.